What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Spade here, and welcome to October's monthly discussion. Yeah, let's just say I ended up doing some things a bit differently. I just ended up doing things differently this month. At least I ended up doing some different things compared to like the same thing every day. So yeah, the big thing definitely has to be the fact that I ended up picking up drawing again. It's been like 2 years since I 2 years since I last drawed anything, and pretty much the first week and the beginning of the second week of October, I pretty much drew 2 drawings. No other new drawings since yet, anyways. I also ended up watching probably almost all DVDs of American Dad that I have, which I believe is like, how many volumes? Yeah, like 7 volumes. I have 1 through 6. I don't have 7, but I have 8. And the second DVD in number 8 is missing. I have no idea how, but hopefully I can find it eventually. So I practically watched a lot of that only in October. I ended up diving back into Persona 4 Golden, the Mo Fireborn run. You may remember that being mentioned before in the past. But yeah, I dove back into the Mo Fireborn run. Last time I even played that run was pretty much the middle of summer, so like 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, practically 2 months without playing Persona 4. That is definitely a record for me. It was technically, I believe it was technically like 1 month and 3 weeks, but I'm saying it's 2 months. I ended up I pretty much started off at the end of Kanzi's dungeon. So it was apparently the last place I left off in that run. I ended up beating the whole game pretty much within probably 2 weeks' time. Maybe 3 weeks. So overall, I played a lot. I never went for the true ending for the first time ever. So that was definitely something. I wanted to go for the bad ending, but I ended up getting the neutral ending, it seems. Or in other words, the normal ending. Whatever you want to call it. That was definitely something. I ended up not getting the true ending for only one reason. I fucked up Nanako for the first time ever. And oh my god, was I salty. I hated that so much. And get this was like a few days after the main channel got the second copyright strike. I wasn't even salty when that happened. But yeah, I was salty for fucking up Nautico. What the hell is that about? As soon as I realized I fucked up Nautico, I didn't give a damn about the run anymore. Even though it was like the best run I had so far. I was doing so good too. And that's why I was so pissed. Oh well, the fourth time will be the charm whenever I decide to play Persona 4 over again, all the way through for the fourth time. I pretty much ended up getting the true ending twice and a normal ending once. I wanted the bad ending, but for some reason I didn't get it. Anyway, after beating Persona 4 Golden, I ended up diving back into Conception 2. Just taking a drink of pineapple. Sip was that? The pineapple pop, to be more specific, or if you want to go more specific than that, Crunch pineapple, I think that's how you say it. I think. But, yeah, I end up diving back into Conception 2. I'm hoping to finally beat the game mid-November, and sometime in November at least. Because, like, I'm actually very nearing the end. I believe I'm on, like, the final dungeon now. And I'm most likely going to dive into the last two optional dungeons as well. I want to try to do everything possible in my first ever run of the game blind. But I don't think that's going to happen. For a few reasons. One, you can't get everything anyways unless you buy DLC. And two, it's just so complicated in a way. Trying to unlock all the children in classes, trying to max out every character and every kid you make. Yeah, I don't got time for that. I'll probably level up. Also, I'm gonna take a guess on what level I'm going to be at endgame. I would love to be max level, but I'm never gonna be max level in this game, I don't think. It just takes too long. But right now, I believe I'm like 45, level 45. So if I had to guess, maybe level 50 or level 55. I'm not going to go into further detail upon any of that, because I do plan on giving my final thoughts on Conception 2 when I beat it. Like, just trying to unlock everything is definitely a challenge. And trying to unlock, like, every event is just a bit difficult and tedious. And I don't know how, mainly because, well, it's blind. I'm playing through the whole game blind. In terms of story and stuff. I am watching a Let's Play of Conception 2, but I'm not going past how far I am in the game. So I can react to what it's like when I don't know what's going to happen. And considering I'm on the final chapter, and I'm like at chapter 5 in the Let's Play, I believe, I don't think I have anything to worry about. But yeah, I dived it back into Conception 2. I also ended up diving back into... How do you say it again? Betrayal Default? Beautiful Default? God, I am bad at reading. How do you say it? Let's just call it Betrayal Default. Fuck it, we're calling it Beautiful Default. Anyways, it's a 3DS game. I also don't remember when I first got it, but I think it was over a year ago. And I never really touched the game after the first week I got it, because I was stuck trying to slay a dragon who I thought was difficult. Turns out, not that difficult. When I jumped back into it, I pretty much dove into the game again this week. And since I'm doing this on Halloween night, I'm actually gotten a nice amount of progress done in the game. Right now I'm trying to purify the Fire Temple. In other words, I'm at chapter 3. And oh my god, chapter 3 is godlike. And that's all I'm gonna say. Because I do plan on giving my final thoughts on that game, on this game as well, whenever I beat it. And at the rate I'm going, I might beat it this week or next week. Who knows? I believe there's probably 4 chapters to the game. There may be 5, but I have no idea. I'm playing through this game blind as well. Mostly. I pretty much had to research how to finish some side quests. I'm literally doing everything in the game. Everything. Because it's so worth your while to do everything in the game. I love everything about it so far. But oh my god, I am hooked to that game right now. As for what games I'm going to end up playing after I beat Conception 2 and Beautiful Default, or however you say it, I'm not sure what games I'm going to play next. I'm most likely going to continue with Persona Q and Fire Emblem Awakening. I thought I beat Fire Emblem Awakening a long time ago, but the game's proven me wrong because there's still more chapters showing up as far as I can remember. I think the last time I touched that game was sometime during the summer. So it should be interesting whenever I decide to dive into that game again. And as for Persona Q, I don't know why I'm just taking a break from it. I'm not really stuck in it or anything. I'm just not in the mood to play it, really. But I'm sure I'll finish up the 4th labyrinth in Persona Q eventually. I probably will have beaten it by now if I've known a certain something. I wish I knew it before I did everything I did. Let's just say I level grinded. And I'll leave it at that. Alright, I need to take a drink again. My throat's killing me. And I think that's pretty much all of the games I've pretty much been playing this October. Is there another one there? Well, I am rushing through Pretty Cure Max Out. I really wanted to take my time with the Let's Play, but I just want the ads on my computer to go away at this point. Luckily, I'm at the final boss. I'm going to attempt to beat it once I'm done making this video. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. And again, other than that, I haven't been playing any other games. I've been thinking of diving back into the Tales game I have for the PlayStation GameSpeak for the PlayStation 3. But yeah, it seems I have a few RPG games for the PlayStation 3, but I'm stuck in all of them. Either I need to level grind, or I just suck at the part I'm in. I suck at video games in general, so it doesn't surprise me. But anyway, enough game talk, I believe. I also ended up practicing my parking skills in terms of driving thing a few weeks ago. Probably around the 20th of October. Somewhere around there. I ended up practicing driving in terms of parking. I think I got somewhat better. But it's hard to say. I only did that for 2 days. We just didn't have the time. Oh my, when will I get my license and get a job? I need money. So I have some, but I wouldn't mind actually making some more. And to get out of the house a bit more. And trying to make friends in real life. I really don't think I have friends in real life. It's sad and lonely, but it's true. It's true. Anyway, I also ended up visiting my uncle, I think. I'm really bad with family trees. I think he's my uncle or cousin. I'm going to assume uncle. But I pretty much just ended up visiting. I ended up just pretty much visiting some of my family. Since they came back from the mainland for the weekend, I believe. I think this was around the middle of October. He pretty much had a new kid. In other words, he had a new baby girl. So I just ended up visiting them. Oh my. I'm not going to go further into detail with that. I believe I actually ended up going up there for 2 days, I believe. For the weekend, I mean. It's in the neighboring town. And that's literally 15 minutes away, so. Yeah, anyway. I ended up getting some more practice driving in. Oh my god, the salty stories with driving. Oh my god, we're getting into that before I go on to a rant. We're continuing this story. Anyway, I believe it was the second day think it was a Saturday or something. Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I think it was Sunday. Around the middle of October again. But now I think I actually went up Friday and Sunday. I had to visit him. And my other uncle and them. Anyway, I'm rambling. But let's just say his second kid ended up giving us a scale. Let's just say we ended up walking down to, let's just say, someone else's house. It was somewhat family, I believe. They might have passed away by now, I also have no idea. I also don't. But that person no longer lives there, so it's literally storage for my other uncle and aunt. And we ended up going in that pretty much abandoned house to use for storage. Thought his second little goal was around the house with the flashlight in her hand, walking around like she's there and then she's not there. Give it a few more minutes and she disappeared. Went all the way up to the main house. Oh my god, the heart attack that girl gave everyone was insane. We were looking everywhere for her. It was something. I'll leave it at that. Now let's actually get into the driving shenanigans. Oh my god, the saltiness I had. Oh my god, I was so fucking salty. Dude, when this happened, I think it was like maybe October 10th, 20th, I don't know. Somewhere in October. But I was pretty much driving with my dad on our way back from town, I believe, or somewhere anyways. And we ended up going across, what are those signs called again? Pretty much a chunk out of the pavement was took out. Yeah, I think it's a speed bump sign. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, I believe. So I slowed down a lot to go through it. Buddy behind me in the black motherfucking truck. Gray hair, gray goatee. I believe that's what his face looked like in the mirror. And he went off to the side where you can't pass anyone. And you can't bitch at me for driving slow because it's a speed bump for one. Yet floors it past me and my dad, going over the bump, and skins are fucking out with rocks flying and everything. Think past it, oh my god. I didn't really care when it first happened. I was just confused, more or less. And when my dad ends up explaining a bunch of shit about that, the more he explained, the more pissed I got at the guy who did it. Oh my god, the salt. Oh my god. Hey. Yeah, that was one out of two times I got annoyed driving this month. The second time, I believe it was like a week ago now, was me driving back from town after getting groceries with my mom. I ended up driving at night for the first time. I did godlike for the first time. I thought it was going to be a social wreck. But instead, my mother was a social wreck. In terms of the bastard who was behind us. Yeah, actually, this person lives in our hometown, but we have no idea who it was. Let's just say this person had the taillights on full beam behind me the whole time. For like probably halfway back from getting groceries to our house. High beam every time a car came towards me and this buddy. He turned the high beam down. Took it back on high after the cars went past him. And blinded the both of us. My eyes were burning like hell. They were burning like a fire stove. What are those things calling it? Fire pit, fire stove? Yep, let's just say fire pit that burns actual wood in your house or cabin. It was that it was burning my eyes so badly. It was ridiculous. Even though that was fucking distracting as fuck, I still did godlike. Driving in the dark for my first time. And the fact that it was my first time and there was an asshole blinding me is pretty impressive for my first time driving at night, I think. So that's that. Oh my god. Is there anything else to talk about? I also can't remember mods. Not like I can remember mods. I just can't think of anything else to say. That's practically all that happened this month. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say. Must be something else. Let me think for a moment while I take a drink. Let's see. Yeah, I have nothing on my mind to say. Other than I think that's it. Thought this would take a half hour. Less than a half hour by like a minute or two. But me ranting on will just make it longer, won't it? Oh my. Otherwise, I am actually just dying for snow to come. As far as I know, there's not going to be that many snowstorms this year around where I'm from, which pisses me off a bit. But honestly, I just want to see snow at this point. Simply because I can walk in the snow. Well, walking in the snow where there's no tire tracks, no four-wheeler tracks, no dirt bike tracks, no skidoo tracks is godlike. Even no footprints or anything. No animal paw prints or none of that. Oh my god, it is the best, I think. I don't know why. I think it is. Anyway, I'm just rambling, really. So I suppose I'll wrap this up and just say I hope you all enjoyed this somehow. See you guys next time. Whenever that'll be. Anyway, well, enjoy and see you guys next time.